Hi guys! For the last 14 days I've been staying aboard the boat as a part of my second liveaboard test. So, what's it been like living aboard the boat? Well, the short answer is awesome! There are a few things that aren't as convenient as back at my house. I'm not going to deny that at all. Whenever I want to grab a shower or do laundry, I need to actually leave the boat. And cooking down below can be a bit of a challenge due to the limited amount of counter space. But overall, living in such a small space, well, it didn't prove out to be as big of a challenge as I thought it would be. In my previous update video, I mentioned that I have a few projects lined up that are sort of geared towards me utilizing the space down below in a more efficient way. With those projects done, I could easily see myself living aboard the boat on a full-time basis. But speaking of upcoming projects, I definitely still need to do something about the issues I've been having with condensation on the inside of the hull where it isn't insulated. On the other hand, the issues I had with moisture under the mattress seem to have solved themselves ever since I started using the rubber sheet. I still have a bit of a comfort issue with my mattress though. It isn't really thick enough in order to provide enough support for me to be truly 100% comfortable. But I think I'll do a separate video on the whole mattress, comfort, moisture situation. The commute to work is actually the single thing that has been annoying me the most about living aboard the boat, but if I move aboard, I'm sure I'm gonna get used to it. By the end of this video, I'll get to my future plans in regards to moving aboard the boat, so don't go anywhere, stay tuned! How has Jökull been coping with being alone aboard the boat during the day? He's been a very good boy, that's for sure. I put up 2 cameras down below, and one of those cameras is based off a Raspberry Pi. And while the image quality isn't all that great, and I've had to put on a pretty wide angle lens in order to get the wide field of view I need, so that sort of distorts the image a bit too. But hey, it's nice to know that whenever I'm not here, he spends most of his time sleeping. I've been keeping track of how much diesel and electricity I've been using for these past 2 weeks. Now I've used 35 liters of diesel and 33 kilowatt hours of electricity. That turns out to be a monthly cost of 866 Danish kroner, which is roughly 125 US dollars. I don't think that's actually bad for both electricity and heating for an entire month during the winter. But keep in mind that I like it kind of warm down below, so I could easily save a bit of money on diesel if I wanted to. Okay, enough beating around the bush already. Let's get to my future plans. I've learned that I'm able to live aboard the boat year-round. I've also learned that the limited amount of space down below doesn't seem to bother me all that much. At the same time, I also still want to pursue the goals I mentioned in the video about my hopes and dreams. So, my next step is going to be to sort of fix up my house a little bit. Just slap on a few coats of paint, make the front yard look nice, stuff like that. Then I want to get my house appraised, and if it actually turns out that I'll be able to sell my house without losing too much money doing so, well, then I'll be moving aboard the boat full time. If that happens, I will be one gigantic step closer to realizing my dreams. If it turns out that I'm not gonna be able to sell my house, or that I'm gonna be losing too much money in doing so, well, then I figure I'll just wait a few years and then try again. A few of you guys suggested that I should consider renting out my house instead of selling it. Well, to me, living in Denmark, that doesn't really seem like an all that attractive solution, because it would sort of tie me down and it wouldn't actually generate much income. As some of you guys may know, us Danes are faced with some of the world's highest taxes, and to be quite frank, it doesn't seem like it's worth it. So for me, selling my house seems like the simplest option and the option that's gonna allow me the highest degree of freedom, and that is very important to me. Whew! It looks like it's gonna be a busy spring for me with fixing up my house and all of the boat projects. At some point in the spring, I want to give you guys a quick tour of my house. Now, it's by no means a fancy place at all, but it should help give you a sort of sense of how I was living before I moved aboard the boat. I'm going to cut this video a little bit short because my back is acting up after visiting a boat show yesterday. I did get some footage from the boat show, and I think I'll be able to get that into the next update video. Okay guys, See you! Yeah, why creative? To do laundry or grab a shower, grab a shower, Jesus. Awesome! Det var fandme nok mærkeligt latter, det der. Jökull and I hope you've enjoyed this video. To be notified about new content, please click subscribe. If you're new to the channel, I suggest you check out the introduction playlist. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment.